I watched literally every single time travel anime, so you don't have to.
ReRided 時声のデリだ
Here's the problem with trying really hard to be funny. If you're not, you just draw attention to your worst traits and come across as unconfident, which is why I make sure to really draw out and torture every single one of my dick jokes as a way to assert my Sigma male dominance over my audience. I bring this up because ReRided is the classic evil mega corporation plot, complete with a giant tower like something straight out of the Proto Man, which generally works because the corporation is faceless and there's nothing more menacing than the almighty unknown. So what ReRided does is instead give a face to this mega corporation and make him the most pathetic beta male ever, and suddenly the entire story is harder to take seriously than a hamster in a Speedo. If I didn't know better, I'd say the writers were trying to make this anime bad because it undermines literally almost everything it does. There's this one part where an android is supposed to copy a researcher's personality, and as it starts appearing more and more like her, she starts questioning which one is really the human and eventually murders the robot and takes its name, which would be genuinely unnerving if it didn't show us this exact scene 5 minutes later, only with the robot clearly having a robot's voice, appearance, and mannerisms, which completely undermines this for absolutely no reason and says the scientist was just independently crazy. Every part of this story is just tainted with stupid. The main character accidentally lies down in a cryosleep pod because reasons. Every character just keeps randomly name-dropping random other characters and waving their hands and going "Cha" like Freddie Mercury showed up to play the encore for their terrible high school band. The time travel rules almost seem made up as the show goes on. And to top it off, there's this bit where they just insert the author's made-up English pseudonym halfway into every episode like it's a fucking K-pop band or something. Would you be surprised if I told you the director also directed Steins Gate? I was, until I realized he also directed Urasekai Picnic. That's right, never give up on your dreams, weebs, because even the biggest idiots can do great things when the stars align. If that's not the greatest piece of motivational advice you've ever heard, then find an ENT because you're probably deaf.
D ティアボーリング